Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Wacky back with another video. And let me tell you, today's gonna be wild. We're diving into some of the most shocking criminal stories in modern history. Like seriously messed up stuff. The kind of stuff that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about people. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Alright, first up we got Ted Bundy. This dude was the definition of looks can be deceiving. Seriously, he was like a freaking charm machine, the kind of guy you'd introduce to your mom without a second thought. But behind that smile and those piercing blue eyes lurked a monster. Bundy used his charm to lure in his victims, often young women who resembled his first love. He'd play the injured guy card, asking for help with his car or to carry something, and boom, just like that, they were trapped. And the craziest part? This dude escaped from prison, twice. He even managed to change his appearance and assume a new identity, evading capture for months. It was like something out of a movie, but way more terrifying because it was real life. But karma, as they say, is a you-know-what. Bundy's luck finally ran out and he was eventually captured, tried, and sentenced to death for his heinous crimes. Next up, we're heading down to Colombia, the land of coffee, beautiful scenery, and, unfortunately, Pablo Escobar. This guy was basically Scarface in real life. He started small time, but with a ruthless ambition that would make even the most hardened gangster blush. Escobar built a drug empire that stretched across continents, flooding the streets with cocaine and amassing a fortune that would make your head spin. We're talking billions, people, with a B. He had it all: mansions, cars, even his own zoo. But power, as they say, corrupts. Escobar became increasingly paranoid and violent, waging war on the Colombian government and anyone who dared to cross him. He was responsible for countless deaths, turning the streets of Medellin into a war zone. But like all good things, Escobar's reign of terror eventually came to an end. In a dramatic shootout with Colombian authorities, the king of cocaine was gunned down, ending his reign of terror once and for all. The enigma, the Zodiac Killer. Alright guys, buckle up because this next one is a real head-scratcher. The Zodiac Killer, a name that sends chills down your spine, right? This dude terrorized Northern California in the late 60s and early 70s, and to this day his true identity remains a mystery. What we do know is that he was a master manipulator, toying with the police and the media through a series of cryptic messages and coded letters. He claimed responsibility for multiple murders, often targeting young couples in secluded areas, and his crimes were as brutal as they were baffling. The Zodiac case has become one of the most infamous unsolved mysteries in American history, inspiring countless books, documentaries, and amateur sleuths trying to crack the code. Will we ever know who the Zodiac Killer really was? It's a question that continues to haunt us to this day. The Wolf of Wall Street. Without the redemption, Bernie Madoff. Okay, let's talk about Bernie Madoff, the man who pulled off one of the biggest financial scams in history. This guy was like a financial magician, but instead of pulling rabbits out of hats, he was making billions disappear into thin air. Madoff ran a massive Ponzi scheme, promising investors ridiculously high returns. People were throwing money at him left and right, blinded by the promise of easy riches. But here's the catch: it was all a lie. Madoff wasn't actually investing the money, he was just using new investors' cash to pay off older ones, keeping the illusion alive. It was like a giant house of cards, and when it finally crumbled, it took the life savings of countless people with it. Madoff's scheme wasn't just about money, it was about betrayal, about shattering the trust of thousands. He died in prison, leaving behind a legacy of financial ruin and a stark reminder that if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The escape artist, El Chapo. Last but not least, we've got El Chapo, the Mexican drug lord who made Houdini look like an amateur when it came to escaping from prison. This guy was the leader of the Sinaloa cartel, one of the most powerful and ruthless drug trafficking organizations in the world. We're talking billions of dollars worth of drugs smuggled across borders, leaving a trail of violence and corruption in its wake. El Chapo was captured multiple times, but each time it seemed like he had an escape plan up his sleeve. Tunnels, bribes, disguises, you name it, he'd tried it. It was like something out of a Hollywood action movie, except this time it was all too real. His escapes made headlines around the world, turning him into a near mythical figure. But even the most cunning criminal can't outrun the law forever. El Chapo was eventually recaptured and extradited to the United States, where he's currently serving a life sentence, No more escapes for this guy. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Which story shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. See you in the next video.